I found it surprising that somebody as high-ranking Secretary of State, who's dealing with classified and sensitive information all the time, would think that it was okay to have a private server in your home where you put, information and so forth, where you send emails.
So how would you describe her handling her emails this way, in a word?
Well, I think it was sloppy and unprofessional, that it reflect a lack of understanding about how easy it is for adversaries to tap into communications, to get involved, for example, obviously, in reading email, as we know is very extensive. The Chinese recently picked up the files of everybody who is currently working for the federal government. Now, the situation strikes me, maybe she went into it ignorant, but I find that hard to believe. She's an intelligent woman. She spent a lot of time in the White House. You should not operate in the way she did, and I've got to believe it was not consistent with U.S. State Department personnel. It certainly wasn't consistent, apparently, with the way we handle classified information in the federal government.
She should have known better.
I think she should have known better.
You think the Russians and the Chinese have her emails?
They've got my personnel records. How can they not have her emails?
Do you think this undermines or disqualifies her candidacy?
I think there's a very real possibility of that.
I know you're not in the business of giving the Democratic Party advice, but what do you think of Joe Biden, and do you think he should get into the race?
I'd love to see Joe get in the race.
Because?
Well, go for it, Joe. He's tried twice before. He obviously is interested. I think there's a lot of support for him in the Democratic Party. I think it would stir things up. They're short candidates on their side, so I'd urge Joe to have a shot at it.
Who do you think is a more formidable candidate, Biden or Clinton?
There was this notion that Hillary sort of had inherited the nomination, that nobody could really challenge her for the nomination. I think that's now pretty well gone by the boards because of her problems. And I think that's why there's potential support out there. So she does have some opposition now, and my bet is Joe's going to run.
All right, well, you can watch more of Jamie Gangel's interview with Dick Cheney tomorrow night on AC 360 and more right here on Wednesday morning.